Hello everybody and welcome back to Simulate Gaming and welcome back to the Polish map here on Farming Simulator 17. So today we'll be doing something we haven't done just yet on this map, which is a bit of mowing. So pretty similar to what we do over, from what I've seen on YouTube anyway, from what we do in the UK. It's just different sort of tools. So this is our mower in here. It's the only thing we've got left in this shed because we've used the rest of it. This is a Ford, I believe. Now I'm not sure if the brand is very accurate to what you'd find here, but it's the most accurate, like, actual style that I could find. So, with that said, today we're going to be using the Z-tool, the Z-tool, however you pronounce it, which is just in here. Once again, this one's only done for ploughing and stuff. Now, we actually have two jobs to do today. We actually have some manure spreading to do as well. So, we've got the Vulture all ready to go with that. Let's go ahead and open that door there. Turn the head tracking on, give it a bit of a reset. And we'll get the door closed if we can. There we go. Cool. So let's go ahead and start up the tractor here. Like so. We've got our can of WD-40 down there. That's a tub, sorry, a tub of WD-40. We're going to use the hand throttle today. Right, let's turn this way. It's probably going to be the best way. Hopefully this works with this tractor. Oh gosh, head tracking's a bit sensitive today. Right, there we go. Let's try this. So we're going to reverse into here. Lower the 3-point. And then we'll hopefully get it lifted all up. Right, there we go. So let's go and connect the PTO shaft real quick. Like so. And then the PTO goes on when it's lifted. Like that. Cool. Get that closed. And we'll head to our grass field. It's only a small grass field today, so it shouldn't take too long. Now, after that, we are going to be using our... Move out the way. Chicken. There's the horn. I forgot to map up the horn. Yeah, we've got a hay bob that we're going to use as well. So it's basically a tedder and a windrow in one. Now, the only thing is, I can't actually remember what way it is. It's such a small map, but I always seem to get lost on this one street because both sides look identical. But I think it's this way, maybe. Hopefully. It's in between the fields we were in the last video, and it looks like this is it. Awesome. Now, we do have the header in the way there. So we might have to come and move that momentarily. We've also got this grass field here. In fact, I think we'll do this one first. This one's a little bit bigger, so it'll give us something to do. So let's go ahead and reverse the tractor real quick. And then we'll do this. Cool. Right, what side's the mower on, actually? That side. Yes, what I guess. An educated guess at that. Cool. Let's go ahead and reverse up a little bit. We'll get this unfolded now. Like... so. Oh, she's a loud one. Hopefully it's not too loud in the video. I might have to turn it down. We'll get it lowered down. And away we go. I believe we are dropping grass. Good. That's one thing I was worried about. I wasn't sure if it was actually going to be dropping grass or not. But we are. So, we're not going to go up to this. This is where we store some of our equipment as well in this field. So I'm not too worried about going right up to the edge. We're just going to go ahead and do that past this trailer. Sure, we'll follow it around. That could be our storage area there. If it annoys you guys so much, I'll move it for the next video and then finish it off. So head down here. So basically, when we've done this, we're going to go back and do the headland that we're driving on now. The bit we're not getting, we'll do that the opposite direction sort of thing. I think that's going to work pretty nice. Right, let's turn here. Bit of a bad turning circle on this tractor, but what can we do, eh? Apart from buy a new tractor. That's actually something we could do. Right, no. So anyway, guys, welcome back. We are coming towards the end of this series now. I have something very, very nice planned for you guys, if all goes well. I was emailed the other day, so you guys have an interesting map coming your way very, very, very soon. Within the next few days, I'd say. Right, we're going to do one more headland, I think, and then we'll start our passes. Just because, like I said, we got a bad turning circle. We need a bit of extra room. We've got to get it lower down again. And we'll crack on with our final headland. So now what we have to do is follow where we've just been, basically. Follow the swath that we've already dropped. Now, we should be pretty even. Should be in the keyword there. Cool. Let's go around this way. I'm missing quite a lot. I don't know if it's because the mower's a bit dodgy, or the tractor's a bit dodgy, or the train's a bit dodgy, but every now and then we will miss some, although it's meant to be going straight up to the 3-point essentially, so we shouldn't technically be missing any. But we are, which is worrying. Cool. So anyway, welcome back. Like I said, God, that was a bit of a tongue twister. Hope you guys are well. So I'm starting to get back into the movement of farm sim again. So I've been a bit lazy last couple, not lazy. I've just been working real life jobs. So starting to get time off now. So I'm giving you guys more and more videos. Hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, I do have that surprise. This is water, by the way. Here, it's not anything dodgy. So this is a waterlogged field. Luckily, they're only models. They're not actually water. That's going to slow us down. And there we go. We are now done with this. Let's go ahead and get the mower lifted up here. And we'll make a start on our passes. Now, like I said, we do have to do the other headland that we just drove on. But we'll do that at the end. Let's get the mower lowered down there. I'll head to the end. So I'm going to do opposite passes once again. We have a... this mower doesn't obviously have one on the other side. So we're going to have to go to the end of here. This is the best way I can think about doing it, but once again, I'm not a real-life farmer. We'll get that lifted up, and we'll drive to the other side. Probably not the most efficient way of doing it, but it's the only way I can think of doing it. So once again, please feel free to give me tips in the comment section, because I am not a professional by all means. Right, let's get that lowered down. This thing is really noisy. Jeez. Got my head down here. So yeah, if you missed my last video that was on the West Coast, I haven't uploaded Farm Sim for a while because I had a week off because the Platinum Edition came out and all my news feed was full of, not my news feed, but my homepage was full of, was Platinum Edition this, Platinum Edition that. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give you guys a break. I am going to upload stuff that's not Farm Sim. So if you haven't gone to my channel and checked out, what did we upload? We uploaded Emergency Call 112, we bought the KEF DLC, or the KEF DLC, however you pronounce it. And we bought that, it's really interesting. I do have some OMSI DLC as well, but I've not got around to recording that just yet. Well, I've tried to record it twice. It didn't go very well. But yeah, that's hopefully going to be out soon. And we also did Fernbus. I bought a DLC on that as well. So hopefully you guys check that out. If you haven't, do check it out after this video. It really does mean a lot. I don't want to be stuck in the Farm Sim hole. I love Farm Sim, but I don't want to be known as a Farm Sim only channel. That's one thing I do not want to happen. Right. Go ahead and turn down here. Now, actually, I do have another surprise for you guys soon. Now, we're going to be playing an older game, but it's going to be multiplayer. That's all I'm going to tell you for now. I'm not going to tell you who with. I'm not going to tell you what it is going to be. But, yeah, and it's not Idiots in Space. That was meant to be a series going to the channel. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened just yet. That's with Landy Kid and Rainbow Dave, that one, but maybe one day that will come. So we're doing quite well here. Bit of a tedious job. But nonetheless, we are doing reasonably well. Probably could get away with doing another... In fact, yeah, when we get back to this end in a minute, I'm going to do another headland at the bottom here. Just give us a bit of extra room. Put it back into forward. Drop it down. We'll do a bit of first person so you guys can see. This does not sound healthy. At all. We got it? Yeah, get lifted up. And we'll head to this side. So yeah, we need to get the hay bob and we also need to spread some manure as well. So I might break it up. I might do the manure and then the hay bob just so it breaks up so it's not just a whole video of grass work basically. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So I'll quickly finish this and I'll jump back with you guys in a second. Right, get ready. So we are just going into the final pass right now. As you can see, hopefully we can get it all in one go. Now, we do have to do the outside headland that we started off on, if you guys remember that, because basically the mower is on the right-hand side of the tractor, and obviously we couldn't get it whilst we were going the other direction, whilst we were going clockwise, so now we have to go anti-clockwise and get that final headland. Are we getting this final pass? Yes, we are. Good. So now what you do is going to drive straight down into this, and we'll make a crack on this final headland. And that should do it, basically. Look at that turning circle on this. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So I'll quickly blip on with this. So what we're going to do now, like I said, is we need to throw down some manure. And then we'll come back and get the hay bob. So if you don't want to see me do the manure, then skip through the video to see the hay bob. If you don't know what the hay bob is basically what I believe is a tedder and a windrow in one sort of thing. Probably a really bad way of explaining it. You have to wait and find out. So yeah, skip the manure if you don't want to see that. Alright, let's head down here, and I believe we are now done. As soon as we get to the end of here, I'm going to say about here. Awesome. Right, so quickly get back in the cab. Oh, head track is a bit crazy there. It's because my microphone's in the way. Let's get it folded up. Up she comes. I think it's literally just a... I think it's literally just a belt that's driving it. Yes, it is. Cool. Right, so let's quickly take this back to the yard. I'm just going to park this. I'm not going to put it away yet. I'm going to put it next to the hay bob. Okay, ready. So we're now just walking back to the vomit, and as you can see, we've got a trailer full of manure ready, waiting to go. Now this is actually Russian, not Polish, but it's the only one that's like rusty that I could find. So let's go ahead and close the door real quick. Boot up the tractor. And we'll head to our field, which is field number 1 we're doing today, which is, well, not field number 1, the first one we did. You guys may remember that from the first ever episode on this map. Right, we'll indicate out of here, not that we need to. We'll get our beacon lights on. Hopefully we don't actually, I need to watch this corner. Hopefully we don't bump into the drunk man that's always walking around here. And we hit it a little bit, that's fine. Just a little tap. Little love bump on the fence there. Right, now to get to this field, we have to go all the way down here. And then there's a turning right here. We can probably turn the beacons off now. We don't even have beacons. That was a waste of time. Even though there's a beacon-like thing on the dashboard. That's interesting. There's our front loader. So here's the field. Once again, I'm not going to be doing the whole thing. This might actually be the time-lapse. So actually, what I'll do actually on this one, because most of you guys probably aren't going to be interested in watching me spread some cow dung, I'll probably time-lapse this bit so you guys actually have something to look at. Now, as you can see, the tractor's struggling a little bit. So what we're going to do is turn on diff locks. And four-wheel drive, just to give us a bit more extra traction. And if we get stuck, we'll turn on the diff locks. Hit the diff. Right, here we go. Let's line ourselves up here. I'm just going to start here actually, so we have a bit of a headland. And we are away. So as you can see, this is going down pretty fast. Hopefully we can get quite a lot done. Now the spread on this is pretty big. Let's zoom out so you guys can see. We should do it about 3-4 passes on this, I reckon. Hopefully we don't get stuck in the hole. I'm going to turn the diffs on when we go through this hole because it is very, very deep. So yeah, I'll quickly do this and I'll see you guys when I'm ready to use the hay bob. Right, okay, ready. So we are now finished. In fact, we've managed to use all of it, luckily. But I consider this done. We're a little bit off from the edge, but that's absolutely fine. That's probably going to get destroyed anyway once we're driving the seed drill around here. So there we go. That was it. That was all we wanted to do with the manure. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the fields off camera that need spreading. But let's go ahead and park this here for a minute. I'll park this away properly off camera. So yeah, we did get stuck at the end. The start of that, sorry. And then we messed up on the edge. So it wasn't perfect. Like I said, I'm not a real life farmer. But there we go. It's looking all... Looking all pretty mucky now. Should be good. So now we just got to cultivate that in when it's dried a little bit. And we'll be good. So with that said, let's go ahead and walk through here. I think this the right yard. Oh, just hit the wheel cam. Let me reposition that a minute. So here we go. Here's the Z-Tour. So we're literally right where we want to be. Let's go ahead and jump into here real quick. In fact, what we can do whilst we're here is also get the vent open here. Right, let's get that turned on. There's our hay bob. We'll just leave the mower here for now. Head track has been very sensitive today. I'm not quite sure why. Might need to reposition the camera a little bit. Well, so we'll get this all hooked up. Like so. And there we go. So I don't actually know how to use this thing. So unfold tether, lower tether. So to use the tether, we need to unfold. So we are making hay, not silage. Where was the grass field? Was it down here? Yes, it was. Okay, so yeah, we want the tether part first. So we'll go ahead and unfold that, which is not working with the side panel, strangely enough. So I have to use the keyboard for that. And I believe it's actually working now. Unfold tether. Which way is it going to be? I've never used this thing, guys, so bear with me. I think that's right. Think being the key word. So we'll move ourselves onto the field. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Right, let's get this thing turned on. Oh, something's happening. Now, is this going to be the windrow or the tether? Judging by what it's doing, I'm going to assume this is the tether part of it. Let's get that lower down. And yeah, it is. Cool. So this is the hay bob. So it's windrowing at the same time, but also tedding. So quite handy. Bit small, but going to come in very handy. And then we'll bring the baler over basically later on. Well, we'll probably do it off camera. You guys see me bail like 3 times now, so we're stuck. Get the 4-wheel drive on there. And now we're flying through this. Awesome stuff. So yeah, I've never used this before. It's quite interesting. So it's windrowing and tedding at the same time. Well, actually, I say windrowing. It might not actually be windrowing. I mean, it is. Kind of. But we might have to get the windrow out as well, just to make it a little bit easier for the baler, so we don't do like 101 passes on this small field. It doesn't like turning either with this thing, which is a bit annoying. Alright, there we go. Stop that there. We'll position that like this. Also, sorry if you can hear some noise outside. There's people walking past. That's actually, I'd say this is windrowing at the same time. As long as we keep it quite straight, we should be fine. Let's go ahead and go here. Lift that up. It's going to take a while to do, by all means, but it is doing it. And it actually looks like when you lift it up, it still teds, which is a waste of time. Oh well. So yeah, lifting up does absolutely nothing, which is a shame. So we'll do this one more headland here. Now, well, no, you meant to do the headlands last, but I was just experimenting, basically. And then we'll crack on with our passes. So I've noticed a couple of issues. This thing's a little bit dodgy, so it's actually lifted up right at this point, but still tedding. So we're going to have to do the headland at the end anyway, so just to tidy it up. So it's constantly tedding, which is a little bit annoying, but not to worry. So head down here. Maybe we can actually merge these two into one. Yes, we can. So this actually can do 2 rows in one, which is pretty cool, as long as you line it up properly. Now, seeing as we didn't use GPS to mow this, that's probably going to work out to be quite hard to do. Right, let's head down this way again. Go that way. Awesome. Right, get ready. So we are just about to finish the final pass here. Now, the headland, like I said, needs to be done again. So I'll do that before we actually get around to baling this. Like I said, I'm going to do that off camera, so you guys won't have to put up with that, luckily. But it has done it. It's a bit wonky. That's more to me. So, like, more to do with me. That's more my doing. But it works. It just, when you lift it up, I don't think it should work. So instead of lifting it up, if you want to stop, you have to turn it off, which is a little bit annoying. But oh well. What are we going to do, eh? So we'll get it turned off like that, and then it actually stops. And now we need to crack on with the headland again. So I should have done the headland last. So we might have to do 2 of these, actually. In fact, come to think of it, the sides are fine. It's just the bottom. So what we're going to do is stop that there. And then, actually, yeah, this is going to work out pretty well. So it looks like a mess to you guys. It looks like a mess to me as well, actually. But should be fine. I'm not used to this sort of equipment, as you guys can probably tell. So I may get the windrow out, but I don't think it's going to be needed. Right, let's merge this into one here. So yeah, that's going to be today's video. Might have been short, might have been normal length, I don't know until I edit it together. But thank you very, very much for joining me in this episode. If you guys did enjoy, please slap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. I've been SimulateGaming, and I'll see you in the next one.